Okay, I'm going to teach you how to make this mini penny stove. And all you need is 2 soda cans, seltzer cans, anything as long as they're cans. Like that, like soda type of cans. Something one inside, doesn't matter what it is. A nail, a hammer, a marker. You don't need the file. Some scissors. So what you're going to do first is you're going to want to uncap your marker, take whatever you have that's one inside, and a can. Put them next to each other and hold the can and push the marker up against the can. And then start spinning the can. And then to draw a perfectly straight line around the holes, like 1 inch above the very bottom of the can. And when you're done with the first one, do the same thing with the second one. When you're done with that, just cap your marker and put that and the 1 inch thing to the side. You won't need the 1 inch thing again, but you will need the marker again. So now that you have these, you're probably going to want to grab something like pencil. It doesn't really matter. As long as you get a hole like that in each of the cans at about 1 inch above the line you drew. So then you can get your scissors in there and cut along that. So like I'm doing with these 2 cans here, you're gonna want to cut, put your scissors in the hole and then cut a line about 1 inch above the line you drew. Sometimes you might need to remark the line that you drew with the 1 inch thing. So feel free to do that if you need to, because it sometimes becomes hard to see. And then you cut down at an angle and cut onto the line. And keep the lines as clean as possible. Unlike the ones above, these ones need to be as clean as possible. Yeah, that's not exactly the cleanest cut. If you can do better, please do better on yours. It's not always safe if you have an unclean cut. That's kind of why I had the file though, to like fix that up a bit. Then you do the same thing with the second can, and just dump out anything that's left in the cans. Yeah, I need to mark this one, which you probably will have to do too. And once you've done that, you forgot to say this, but you're probably gonna want some pliers. Just get all the garbage out of the way. Take the pliers. I'm gonna bend this one in since it's the worst cut that I did. Then like you take them, twist them a little bit, and bend them towards the center. And you do that. Doesn't matter how many times, but like until it will go in. It's the other one. So once you do that, like you'll take that one that you bent and try and push it inside of the other can. But don't like hit it too hard when you're pushing it in. Just like push it in like that. And then that's good. You might want to take a file if it sticks out off the edge a bit. Just file that up. I'm just letting you know this is my first video I've really ever done, so like, don't get mad if it's bad. And like this one, the first one that I did, which is this one, I didn't bother to sand it up like I did with this one, but if you want it to be nice and clean like this, not messy like that, be sure to just sand it up, but that takes a while, so it's not exactly the funniest thing to do. So now we have the start of this, but we obviously need all these holes for the alcohol to get in and for the flames to come out. So we'll do that now. So now you're gonna want your pen again, and you're gonna mark 5 holes in the center of the top of the cans. Doesn't matter which side is the top. Make sure the dots are very visible. And then like this, it doesn't matter how many holes you put in or how far they're spaced apart. You don't want to put them too close or too many holes on. I like to do it like this, with like marking them that far apart. Sometimes I put a hole in the center of those two, though. Yeah, this is usually the most effective way of doing it. Then you're going to want to get your hammer and the nail out again, and put the tip of the nail on one of the dots in the center, and then you hammer that in, and then you don't want to put it too far, just far enough that the widest part of the nail gets in, so only about to like right there on the nail. And then you want to do that with the rest of the 5 holes in the center. Then you do that with the ones on the outside. I'm just letting you know, you're not going to want to use this unless you take a big tomato can that's really wide at the top and cut it, not like you would normally cut a can, but like so that it has the walls at the top too, not the big walls. Like, I wish I could show you what I mean, but like, yeah, not gonna want to be using this. Just check out one of my other videos that I'm gonna upload soon on how to make the base for this, because like this doesn't ignite unless you have the base, where you put some more alcohol and ignite that, and then that will the flames from that will ignite the fuel inside of the soda can. So then once that cools down, you'll just have a nice steady flame to boil some water. But like I said, I think I said this, you're going to want to put a lot of fuel inside of this, because it runs out before it can even boil a little bit of water. Now that's done, I'm going to quickly sand that up a bit, so I'll put it back. Okay, well that's it. You have your penny stove. But obviously, it's not a penny stove without a penny. So just take any penny. After you fill this up with the alcohol, just put the penny on top of the 5 holes in the center. Not sure why it's called a penny stove, because it was something that little. But yeah. So, that's your penny stove.